Yo, 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 what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another live stream. It is time for the Daily Dab, your daily dose of positivity, shit talking, garden updates, and big ass dabs. That's what this channel is about. Got that Mystic the Goat playing in the background. The official music of SB&D. Ooh, that DC cleaner is my jam. So much cleaner. Oh yeah. There we go. Oops, lost that one. Alright. Captain Dabs, time to trade you out. SB&V down, baby. If you haven't got your mood mat, get your mood mat. Does anybody want this mood mat? It comes with like about a half gram of rosin embedded in the underside. Oops. Bruh, we're not even gonna start on yesterday. I still got people so upset on Instagram right now. So upset. I got people so upset that I talked about HLG lights and the features that they don't have, that people are attacking my character personally. Talking about how I'm jealous and insecure and shit. Like, how mad do people have to be to take a product review and turn it into something personal? I just... What? How sensitive do you have to be? How sensitive? The giant pussies? Oz, they mentioned me where I will go see. Fuck them pussies. Goddamn pussies. That's like if I walked in your house and I said, damn nigga, you got an ugly toaster. Are you gonna be like, you're insecure and you're jealous? That's what they fucking sound like, bunch of dweebs. Oh, you're insecure and you're jealous. You talked about my lights. Sound like a bunch of fucking dumbasses. So dumb. Cheers. Oh, it's gonna drop. It's gonna drop. It's gonna drop. 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 Oh, I dropped and I missed it. I wasn't ready for it. Let me try it again. All right, we're gonna go way up here. Oh shit. Oh shit, son. Oh, I got it! It's good! Woo! The alien in the morning. It does damage on my lungs. At 4:20 a.m. Damn, Oz. Grow room update. Yep, coming right now. Woo! 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 A cover, that magic toilet water. You know it needs a cover. Oh, all right. Good dabs. Way to start the day. Good old alien fucking ripping my face off. What's up, Dirty? Zion, what's up, Pedro? How you doing, buddy? Haven't seen you in a minute. Hope you've been well, my friend. Let's hit one more. Let's hit one more in honor of the great Pedro being in the house. Thank you, Pedro. I appreciate that. I've got a couple more too. This is the Hambone Gardens Mendo Breath. This one cures up to be more of that dry, crumbly, cakey. Like, you know, it's not that super wet batter. You know, you can handle it very easily, like literally handle it. Not that you would want to. But not everything dries or, you know, cures up to be that wet batter. Sometimes you just get that more crumbly one where if you whip it real good with some heat, maybe it will butter up, you know, into a wet butter. But you're gonna have to get some of those terpenes more volatile first with some heat. It's not just gonna naturally do it. So, yeah, this is just one of those that likes to be a little bit more dry, but it also is a little bit smoother than the Alien OG. Both of them get your fucking terp caves leaking though. So Pedro, I actually agree with you regarding the whole live stream thing with Twitch. I actually streamed on Twitch a couple times and I really liked it, bro. I thought that it was much better than sorry, I started reading your comment. Got distracted. Yeah, it's typically not as terpy. Yeah, I would agree with that, Pedro. It also depends on the type of terp too. That fucking OG is super throaty on the terps. Super guy. Oh, distracted. Oh yeah, I was talking about Twitch. I liked Twitch. Twitch, to me, when I was watching it on my phone, the replay itself was way better video quality. It was way better audio quality. The audio and video were way more synced up, and the delay was like almost non-existent. Like on YouTube, streaming through my GoPro, there's a good 30-second delay for some of you, maybe more, between what I say and when you actually hear it and see it and the actual chat that's going on. On Twitch, the chat is way more up to date with what you're actually seeing. There's like maybe a 3-second delay between real time and the stream. And I just found that to be so much better for interacting with the followers because we can have real-time conversation. It's like when I'm having a conversation with you guys, I'm reading your chat and responding, but then you're not catching up until 30 seconds later. And so it just makes it, you know, difficult to carry on a good conversation. It makes it difficult for me to track what's being framed right now, like what you guys are actually seeing, you know? It's a bunch of stupid shit. But anyways, Ocean hit the Mendo, got the dab sweats. I'm going in on it. Let's go. And I don't think so, Pedro. My Twitch handle is just SBNV. Super simple. I don't know how I got lucky enough to snag those tags, but I think, let me see if I'm following you. I'll follow you right now, dog. Make it easy for you. Where's my Twitch app? Where the fuck is my Twitch app? Where's my whole weed folder at? You let your kids play with your phone too much and then shit starts disappearing. That's the end of that. They just deleted a whole folder I had on my homepage full of apps. Fucking kids. Damn it. Alright, let me find you. What are you called on there, Pedro? No limit in the house? Oh, you got me already? Alright, cool. Let's go. Dab time. Cheers. This one's for Pedro in the house. You know what's funny? And this is gonna sound weird. No homo, Pedro. I was thinking about you yesterday or the day before because we never got around to doing that interview that I wanted to do. So I was thinking about, you know, getting that hasher to hasher interview done. We could post that on Patreon, you know, for early access before we put it up on our YouTubes. What do you think, bro? You ready for that? I'm ready, bro. I don't have time to script it. It's just gonna be fucking ad hoc, bro. I'm firing from the hip. I got some good questions ready for you. Cheers. Big dabs. Pedro style. SB&V style. You guys always asking me about my glass. Go check out Pedro's glass collection. That man has more fire rigs than I do, and his are for sale. Oh yeah. Yo, this shit gets my terp caves leaking and I can't even finish the dab because my nose and my mouth are just running. Instant, man. You ever try to take a dab when you got a nose full of mocos running? That Mindo had some sit down. And the hot box has begun, everybody. Woo, your boy is sweating. I just got out the shower and I'm already sweating. Oh my God. This sit down is real on the Mindo. Oh my God. Oh my God. My only complaint about Twitch is I don't have a following there yet. And that's my fault. I think it's a great streaming platform. I don't know if it's a great streaming platform for cannabis. I've only done it a few times for cannabis shit. But it seems pretty good. Oh yeah. The turf tears. Mindo just took my breath away. It'll be back in a minute. Woo! Mindo rides on you. It rides on you like waves. Like just fucking constant heavy waves. Like you see the wave coming. It's slow. It's heavy. You see it coming. You can't run from it. All you can do is stand there and face it. And it just knocks you over. Bam! Fucking 10 times in a row. You get back up, you think you're good, and then it knocks you back down. Good God. Woo! All right, let's go check out the grow room real quick. I haven't been in there yet today, and I actually just kind of want to pop my head in and see what's up. I came straight to live sesh today. Look at this Q-tip chilling. I lost it. These Q-tips are going to be extra saucy. Extra saucy. It's marinating, baby. Marinating. It's for the black banger. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna gift that Q-tip to a homie who has like that super chazzed out banger that looks like it can't even be resuscitated. I'm gonna you know, dump this out and I'm gonna send him this Q-tip in a Ziploc. That's gonna be the Q-tip. It's gonna save his banger. It's got months of marinated DC cleaner in it. Yeah, kids are reselling graphics cards, yep. I don't even know what the fuck's going on in the chat right now. Ooh, Pedro's Grow Room is now following you on Twitch. View their profile. Follow. Subscribe. Ad-free viewing with limited exceptions. Subscribers Fuck is my password for this account? Things we don't do. Things we don't do. Things we don't do. I'm about to subscribe to Pedro's fucking Twitch because I'm about to be on there all the time, showing love and fucking with your followers. No, I'm just playing with you. I'll be good. I'll be good. I'll be good. He's like, bro, I'm gonna fucking ban you. Don't boot me. You're stupid. There. Now it went through. The whatever show. Cool. I'm subscribed. Game night? I like it. Dope. It's nothing. It's nothing. What's going on in the chat now? Giggle Bear, you have an order with me? If you got an order with me, hit me up offline and I'll take care of it for you. Take into account it is Monday morning. I'm just now waking up and getting my dabs in. I don't conduct business over the weekend because I get in trouble. It's family time. So if you hit me up over the weekend, you got to give me some time to respond. But yeah, hit me up. You guys know I take care of you if you got an order in. Let me see. Let me check my email real quick. Every day since 14 March to May. I don't see anything. I'm sorry. Whoever it is, if you got an order in or something and you gotta contact me and hit me up and I'll take care of it. Whatever it is. Yo, I'm so tired of these HLG guys. They're still in my inbox. So this guy says, so what's the point of full spectrum lights? They have it all, red, blue, and white. I'm like, bro, you want to just call me? Because I'm tired of this game. Like, spectrum tuning allows you to dial in custom spectrums. Full spectrum is all one encompassing spectrum, not tunable. Like, how is that so hard to understand? Why is it that, you know what, that's what it is. Apparently, these people don't understand the difference between being able to isolate parts of the spectrum versus just having one catch-all. It's not going to operate the same. The level of control is not the same. Dumb. Ah, boy. Oh boy. Well, apparently I just made that person understand, so that helps. Man. It's crazy, bro. Like, I'm so tired of it. Just. Anyways. It's so crazily. It's so crazy. So look, here's the thing. If anybody thinks that I was using yesterday talking about HLG as an advertising scheme for science, then they obviously don't understand what was going on. I wasn't using yesterday to talk up about science. It actually had nothing to do with Science LED. I don't even really advertise the fact that I sell lights that much. I'm not trying to be Wolverine and be a salesman. I'm a grower. I'm just a transparent grower who wanted to be able to provide my followers with products that I use. So I don't really care if I'm losing followers or losing sales. That's not what I'm about. I'm about being transparent first and foremost. So I wasn't bashing, I wasn't using one company to elevate another. Every single day I get asked, why should I spend money on science instead of HLG? So I said, here's the technological differences between the two. Never once did I say a single negative thing about HLG. If I was talking bad about HLG to elevate science, that would be one thing. But I would have to be actually talking negatively about HLG. And if you actually read through what I said instead of reading through everybody's defensive responses, you'll see you cannot pick out one negative thing that I said about HLG. But quite the contrary, you'll find that I complimented them several times by saying that HLG is quite capable of achieving the same yield, the same quality as Science LED, except it doesn't come with some of the additional features that, in my opinion, make Science LED superior overall. Because lighting, judging it on how good it is not just about yield and lab results. It's about the totality of everything. It's all of that heavily weighted, plus the management time that goes into the rest of your operation, right? See, Pedro, you said you had a lot of people read those posts, but did you yourself go through and read them? That's my only question. I don't care what other people think. A lot of people are very defensive because they have. You think that's clear bad talking? That's not clear bad talking. That's an analogy that's perfect for the scenario. Both of them get the job done. If the goal is to get the window down, and I say both of these things are going to get the windows down, but one's going to do it easier than the other, that is a very, very, very good analogy. And even better is the one that I used about power steering, because both of them are going to be effective. However, one's going to give you more control, but they're both going to get you to your final destination just fine. If people want to pick through those comments and take a defensive, negative standpoint, that is 100%, like Wolverine said in his post. If people have a guilty conscience, blah, 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 then that's on them for taking a defensive standpoint. They understood what they bought. They understand that it doesn't have those features. I really don't feel the need to sugarcoat shit, because I didn't go into saying, oh, it's like crank up windows and all of that, until I had to go further and explain the differences in why spectrum tuning matters, why the wireless control matters. And then you've got people like MLG, who has a huge presence, who's going on there and bringing up a bunch of straw man arguments, right? And trying to patronize me and talk down to me in my own thread, right? I'm not gonna take that shit. So if I throw up a fitting analogy and people get butthurt, that's on them. I wasn't talking negatively about the lights. I was comparing features. I wasn't talking about any one person directly. So at the end of the day, I really don't care. You know, and I'm all about perception as reality. That was the montage in the military growing up, you know? But at the end of the day, if your perception of me is a negative one, then I don't want your business anyways. So how does that bother me? You know what I'm saying? Again, I'm not out here trying to be the #1 hydroponics store. I'm not out here trying to be Miami Mango. I'm not out here trying to be Wolverine. I'm out here trying to be SB&V, and I'm doing hella fucking good at it. And can't nobody tell me otherwise. That's how I roll. And if you don't like that, then that's just, I'm not the person for you to follow. And people can call that arrogant. I call that, I'm not gonna bend to what the majority expects or wants. I'm doing me. Fuck their opinion. That is how it is. And as much shit talking as HLG has done about every company, including all the ex-employees of Science LED, that's just, that I don't want to hear it. That's like the pot calling the kettle black. So all these HLG fanboys getting up in arms and getting all butthurt, it just doesn't even make sense. That just doesn't even make sense. No, and me and Pedro are just talking. Pedro and I can have very blunt, straightforward conversations, and this isn't us being mad. This is just us talking. It is real. I love that Pedro keeps it real. He tells it like it is. I do the same thing, and at the end of the day, we could be like, cool, and that's it. You know, we don't get butthurt about it. That's how it should be. You know, GML is definitely shit stirring big time, and how he tries to cyber bully people because of his presence, talking about, oh, I've been growing this long, and I don't care how long you've been growing. There's people that have been growing boof for 25 fucking years, and I'm growing better shit than them. That's just is what it is. And there's people that have been growing shorter than me that are growing better shit than me. That just is what it is. To try and swing your dick around because of how long you've been growing shows your mindset. And I just, what is that? Like, who does that? And the people that support that, I just don't fuck with that sheeple mentality. It's stupid. But I wasn't talking shit. That's the thing. See, here's the difference. HLG talks shit by saying science LEDs suck. Science LEDs ruin grows. Science LEDs fail this way, this way, this way, and that way. Did I say anything even tantamount to that about HLG? No. Again, multiple times in my own specific words, I said HLG lights can yield just as good. They can test just as high. The quality can be just as good. So if people want to ignore the 80% of my statements and they focus on the 20% and then exaggerate it, they can sit on it and spin. I really don't care. That's them choosing to mind fuck themselves instead of taking it in context. I don't care. I said it last night and I'm saying it again right now. I really don't give no fucks. That's them mind fucking themselves. And here's the crazy part. 90% of the commentary that ended up happening on these threads wasn't even from people that were directly involved in the conversations to begin with. They were just groupies that felt like they had to chime in. Yeah, hey, if you thought I was talking down about HLG and Dizzy thought it too, hey, you're entitled to that opinion. Here is my 100% clear stance on HLG in case anybody wants clarification, and you can hit screen record on this too, okay? HLG is the best light for its price range. It gets the job done and will yield well and give great quality, the same way that it has done for years. The same way they did for me when I ran quantum boards in my room. They yielded great, but they lacked the features that science LEDs have that I found to be useful for my experience level of growing. Being a craft grower with my experience and knowledge, it is useful for me to be able to manipulate the spectrum to get the desired growth in morphology from my plants that I want. It also enables me as a home craft grower to not have to spend an additional at least $5,000 to set up a veg room, which requires an AC, lighting, the square footage, the medium, the man hours. All of those things need to be accounted for when you're a home grower with a family and a budget. When you're scaling up into a multi-million-dollar facility, you have to consider those factors. And in some situations, it makes sense to go with HLG in one room and have separate veg spectrum in another. And in some situations, people want the spectrum tuning, like in vertical rack systems. The spectrum tuning allows these growers, these facilities that have invested millions, to keep their plants squat by manipulating the spectrum. You can't do that with PPFD alone the same way that you can with spectrum. So for all of those reasons, I don't know why that timed you out, Pedro. That was an automatic timeout. I think it was like a spam thing, an automatic spam thing. But anyways, but for all of those reasons, I find Science LED's features to make it better than HLG. That is my honest to God opinion. End that. All right. So anybody that needs clarification, there you go. If you're still butthurt by how I worded that, then I don't know what to tell you. Whoever you are that's butthurt. All right. I don't know how much better and clearly I could put that. I don't know how much more sugar coated I can make that. So, take it for what you will. Go post it on IG. Go show it to whoever the fuck you want. And tell all these fanboys to get out of their fucking feelings and stop attacking me personally. Somebody go tell GML to stop trying to swing his dick everywhere. Alright? Holy fuck. Pedro, nobody blocked you. It's like an automatic spam filter that happens on YouTube. Like if you try and send messages too fast, it automatically times you out. None of the admins, even including myself, even have the ability to time anybody out for anything less than 300 seconds. It's just, oh my fucking god. Blows my mind, dude. It blows my mind. Like, I can't believe I have to spell it out and sugarcoat it. Like, and who has time to sit there and type all of that on Instagram? I'm over here yesterday on my fucking tablet and my phone getting complained at by my wife because I'm responding to all this fuckery when I shouldn't have even been paying attention to it. But it's like, I'm not gonna let some dickhead come on my fucking page and swing his dick around when he doesn't even realize that I gave his company several compliments. Like, bro, we could be lifting each other up like everybody says we should be, but you came in here swinging your dick around because you didn't take the time to read what I actually said. You know what I'm saying? And I've talked about HLG versus science multiple times. This isn't the first time I've had this conversation. No, I appreciate your unbiased opinion, Pedro. And here's the thing, down talking HLG, they're not in the same classification. So if that's me, if me saying HLG is not even in the same playing field as science, then guess what? I don't give a fuck. I guess that's down talking because they're not in the same fucking level. They're not. They're not. For all of those features and the price tag, it puts science in a separate category of lights. And if anybody takes that as talking down, then too fucking bad. I'm talking down. Deal with it. Jesus Christ. It's not the end of the world. Bread fan, that's the thing. Nobody's shit talking GML or Steve or HLG. I already said they're the best lights in their price range. Go back 5 minutes. Holy shit. I already said that. I literally said that. See? That's exactly what I'm talking about. People don't fucking listen. And then they run and they get all defensive and up in arms, and then it catches like wildfire because another sheep sees that person being a sheep and everybody bees a fucking sheep. Bah, bah, bah. It's like, bro, how many times do I have to say it? It's crazy. Exactly, Brett. Exactly. Jonas Chavez, appreciate you, homie. What'd you get? Damn. This Alien OG is like so terpy. Brett, all you gotta do is read through the comments on my thread and you'll see everything you need, bro. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna leave it at that. If you can't see through the condescending tone and the way that GML speaks to me, then I don't know what to tell you. But I'm done breaking it down for people. You know, everybody has their own perception. Everybody has their own level of analysis and judgment, and yeah, I'll just leave it at that. Next time somebody asks me to do a light comparison, I'll make sure that I don't talk about the light they asked me to compare. I'll only talk about our light. Since apparently that's how it's supposed to work, apparently. It's crazy. It's crazy. Apparently you're supposed to only discuss your own product, otherwise you're a bad guy. You're a bad man. You're a bad, bad man for talking about another product. Ugh. You know what happens when you go to a car dealership and you ask them, hey bro, I was over at the fucking Chevy dealership. Tell me why I should buy your Ford. You know what they're gonna do? They're gonna compare features, you pussies. Ugh. They're gonna tell you about the features that other car has, and then they're gonna tell you about the features that their car has that makes it better. Does that mean it's shit talking? Or does that mean they're giving you a breakdown of the information that you needed to know so that you can be an informed buyer? If they're like, well, that other truck is fucking slow, that's shit talking. That other truck's gonna break down a lot. That is shit talking. I didn't do that. Motherfucking pussies. I'm done sugarcoating. Fuck these pussies. It's 2021. Grow some balls. Shit's ridiculous. I don't gotta convince nobody of shit. I planted these fucking clones in here literally 7 days ago, and they already are booming. They got put in here, I'd say about right there, about that high. So I don't really have to convince nobody of shit. I let my work do the talking. I always have, and I always will. So don't gotta convince nobody, homie. No, Pedro, don't take offense to that. I'm sorry. I went a little hard in the paint. I'm sorry, Pedro, Dizzy. If you felt like you were in the line of fire on that, that wasn't about you. I'm sorry. That was just a good old SBNV being real moment. So that was a shotgun right there. That was a shotgun approach. I wasn't against nobody in particular. I'm sorry. That was just a straight shotgun approach. So I'm actually getting ready to go ahead and up the intensity on everything. I've kept it at 200 ppfd, and I'm gonna go ahead and up it today to about 300 on everything. The CMH side is doing cool. I still didn't swap out that flower bulb back there, and I feel like these ones on here on this side are doing way better. These are all the same strain right here, Wedding Crasher, and you can see the large fan leaves on these. Super nice already. And then over there, they're just not as vigorous, they're not as booming. So definitely cool to see the difference in the CMH spectrum and veg all on the same strain with the same VPD, PPFD, everything. My Science LEDs, the rest of my Kush 2s are going to be shipping on February 15th. So I should have them by the 16th or 17th because I get here the next day. And then I'll be putting all of those in and taking all my kales and LECs back out. And I'll be spacing out all the plants for sure by then. Today I'm going to go ahead and run the drip irrigation for this whole side of the room. I'm thinking what I'm going to do is just go ahead and space these out now. I do have 2 more LECs I can grab, and I have 1 more kale that's right here above the lab. I don't necessarily need it in here, I don't think. Let me see. Nah, I can grab one of these lights and put it over here. So yeah, I could put this one in there too. But I want to go ahead and get all of these situated in place. Some of these are, you know, doing better than others. Some of them are going to take a little bit longer to get going, and that's okay. This side is the pheno hunt tray, that side is the production run. So this side, this room is not really going to be the max yield this run. I'm taking a break from going from production last run to this run. I'm going back to hunting, and I'm going to find my Herz OG keeper out of here. I'll find my Frost Factory keeper, my G6 keeper, and then the last 6 are Motor Breath 15, which 2 of those look like shit, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna run them. So I really want to just hunt these ones the most, find my keepers, and then the next couple runs are going to be further finding keepers if I need to do additional runs after this one, or just straight going into monocrops of, you know, doing 1 strain and just really dialing it in and doing some advanced research with spectrum tuning. I want to analyze the metabolic differences between spectrums. So if I have a plant, and let's say this whole tray is in veg, I have 3 of these Kush 2s, I'm going to set them all to have the same PPFD output, but I'll have one be at 2700 Kelvin, I'll have one to be at 35, and then one maybe at 5000. Veg them all for 3 weeks, monitor the differences in their eating and drinking patterns via the Teros 12s and the 24/7 data logger that'll show the graphing. Give them all the same irrigation, and let's see how they grow and how the medium shows that they're eating and drinking in correspondence to their environment, which they're all going to have the same PPFD, just different spectrums. They'll all have the same DLI, leaf surface temperature, air temperature, relative humidity, and airflow. So it should be really interesting to see that data analysis come back using the same cultivar run after run to confirm the data, as well as start the library that I wanted to, that's going to coincide with lab results. So all of these irrigation strategies and spectrum combinations that I put together, that once I feel confident in them that it's the best I've put together for that cultivar, I'll do a run using that spectrum and irrigation combination, and then get a lab result on the corresponding final product, so that I can, you know, correlate, hey, are all of these data points that I'm collecting and the methods that I'm taking ultimately leading to a greater end product? And if so, what's the numerical data to support that? So, you know, that'll be really awesome to show. And there's going to be a lot of during the grow statistical points that I capture, like vertical growth every day. I haven't been capturing that yet, but I'm going to start once irrigations get started on the cubes. So I was hoping to get that set up today, and that way I can start capturing vertical growth on a 24-hour period and see how my irrigation schedule changes affect that daily vertical growth throughout the grow. So there's going to be a lot of cool, fun data points coming up that's going to be driven by really powerful sensors and data logging. It's not going to be, you know, on a fucking Excel spreadsheet. It's going to be real, you know, real shit. It's going to be in a spreadsheet and graphed. It's going to be 24/7 logged, not spot checked. And I'll be able to use all of the preset or pre-configured custom spectrum tunings from Science LED. I don't have to come up with my own, which means that I can go ahead and standardize it so anybody has access to those spectrums. You know, it's not like I'm running some proprietary tune that can't be confirmed. I can confirm what I'm running and people can tune the light to that and verify, like, oh yeah, he did run the same PPFD on this one and this one based on these schedules that were shown. You know, I won't be able to manipulate that. So the side lights are from Linear Pro, who's no longer in business because larger companies kind of shut them down for the most part. What's up, BP? So, okay, yeah, let me tell you about the side lighting. Hold on. Ooh, Elite, fuck yeah, baby. Please post some pictures, I want to see it. Okay. Excuse me. Gotta check my work email real quick too. Man, my boss is always giving us fucking shit to do. Stupid shit though. But he's giving us shit to do so much, like, that it's taking away from the actual important stuff is getting buried. Oh well, not my fault, not my problem. You're the boss. Hey, I just want to point out, I don't know if you guys noticed, Mystic has been playing ad-free all morning. Oh, there we go. That was that pop I was looking for. I'm going to be changing my streaming setup soon. I remember those days, Bert. I'm sorry, bro. I feel your pain. When you couldn't stream before you had 1,000 subs, I remember that, bro. For real. Because I was like only uploading for the longest. It took me so long to hit 1,000 subs. FPV with the pendant on the SBND squad. I got a bunch of orders going out this afternoon and tomorrow and the next day. I have a whole bedroom full of like boxes just piled up right now getting packed. Alright, let's get it. Cheers. I told myself that I gotta get it, I gotta have it, it's what I want. There's no other way that it was, I'll never get enough. That's just a touch, a tad bit under the surface, belly underneath the crust. They got it more than to show me who I was. I never chose to be chosen, it's all out of love. It comes from within, so it's never out of touch. So I sit and I'm thankful for everything underneath the sun. See, at least what I lack in personality or niceness, my chat picks it up for me. Thanks, guys. You're so good. You're so good. Woo! Bert, hit me on email, bro. You can go through my website or just solventless bacon babe at protonmail.com or gmail.com. Either one. Jesus, take the wheel. Fuck you, Mindo. Thought that Mindo was gonna take me on a ride right now. I was about to Chuck Norris kick that shit out of here. I wasn't ready to take that ride. Oh my god. I felt it. It grabbed me by my fucking collar and picked me up and it was about to throw me across the room. And I was like, no, 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 not today, Mindo. And it went away. If you guys are dabbing on some Mindo, you know what I'm talking about. Because that shit will pick you up by your shorts and toss you. And once it starts, it doesn't stop. At least a 5-minute coughing spree. Oh man, you don't know? All right, let's go back in the room and I want to take some readings real quick. God, man. Turk Cave's leaking. Let me see what my battery's at here. 26. We got enough time. Come on. But yeah, they're ready for some more light now, baby. Oh, I'm just waiting. I want all of them to have at least a little roots coming out. And there we do. There we do. There it is. Now it's time. It's time to put them on irrigation. That one too. Fantastic. Fantastic. Okay. So yeah, almost there. We're plugged in already. Tape over this light before you go into flower. Okay? Whew. This one's at 54% and 3.35 EC. That's a motor breath. This one's at 55% and 4.2 EC. That's this one here. New growth looks fine. Probably needs to increase the uptake from PPFD. Starting to purple. It's not always a deficiency, like I said. That purpling is oftentimes not a deficiency. It's oftentimes an uptake issue. In this case, the PPFD isn't high enough to force the plants to drink enough right now to where they're pulling up those newts and using them. So they're kind of just slightly going deficient. Not a lot. This next one right here is at 43% and 4.67. Hey, baby. Yeah, sounds good. I love you. Yeah, that works. Yeah, that's what I thought. This big bitch definitely drinking up. The roots, the roots, the roots. Yeah, Frost Factory number 2. I told you guys, this one's gonna be a fucking monster. All of these ones right here, all Frost Factory number 2, they're gonna be beast. So, let's go to the next one. We're having sopes for lunch. Whoop, whoop. And this one is just now at 78 and 2.3. It's still, unfortunately, none of the hers are really taken off that great. Number 4 is slightly, or no, number 1 is. Number 2 is, I don't know what it's gonna do yet, we'll see. Number 3, unfortunately, isn't that great on the veg. Stinky motherfucker though. And number 4 has, let me see how the stem rub is, if it's getting there. It's there, but it's not as strong as number 3. Number 3 is a fucking stinky smell. So, man. Hers number 3 from the beginning has been one that caught my eye. This number 4 has good branching, but we'll see. I'm gonna really veg these for probably another 3 to 4 weeks because I want to see their characteristics throughout veg.
So I'm gonna see how they play out and go from there. So this one's not really doing much on the rooting. So maybe once I get this on irrigation, it'll get going a little bit better. All right, let's check our real quick. Okay, so first I'm gonna grab number 1. Oh, I can't wait till this is all built-in wireless and I don't have to do this shit anymore. 50%, 2.4. So this one's definitely eating and could handle even more nutrients. And that's this first plant. It's just fucking eating. So this definitely could use a bump in EC. Okay. Next up, that one's at 63% and 3.28. So that one is over there, and it's kind of a smaller one in the group. See the one with the yellow card right here? The one next to it's bigger, and the one next to that's bigger. So hey, that might be one of the ones that I don't push into flower based on how much it's eating and drinking. You know what I'm saying? Some clones are going to eat and drink better than others, and I only want to send the best ones into flower. So, all right, well, thank you for that. Number 2, this one is it's at 63% and 3.1. And that one is also a little bit smaller, not under the same spectrum as this. And I'm gonna wager that the PPFD and the spectrum on that side is causing those plants so further over there to not grow as fast. Because if you look over here under this spectrum, ooh wee. Even under the kales over here, these are all thriving too. So it's just that over there in that corner really. Well, now I know what's going on in the room. I'm gonna circulate these. This is the last time I'll have to do this manually. I could have had this going on solenoids, but I just don't need it yet. I'm gonna plug these in. I gotta You saw Mystic? It smells bad. These are old nutrients from last week that we used to mix all this up and get these ready. So we're probably going to evacuate all this, because if you can smell something coming from it, it's not good. So we're going to drain this. I'm not going to use this at all. And all I'm gonna do is open up this one. But before I do this, I'm gonna go out to my driveway so I can set the waste hose where I want it. And I'm gonna recapture all of this and go and use it to water some plants outside. I don't really care what happens to them. I kind of want to kill them off, to be honest. So I'm gonna see what's gonna happen. So I'll waste all this out, start filling it up with fresh shit, and I'll probably purge all the lines, flush them real good. And then the first dose of watering that I go in with is gonna be probably with the Xeritol, because I want to clean the lines real quick. And the Xeritol is a broad spectrum fungicide, and it'll kill off whatever might be in any of the lines real quick with a quick flush through. And then after that, I'll go through and put in the proper nutrient mix and be good to go. The last thing I want to do is put funky newts in here and give these guys a bad bacteria. Hers is problematic for you as well. Yeah, it looks like hers 4 might be kind of a winner as far as growth goes. Soaps. All right, y'all, I'm gonna get out of here. Good talk. Peace.